Hey guys, good morning and welcome to Wednesday the 18th home WOD session. So to start off, we're going to do a nice thorough 5-minute AMRAP to warm up of 50 skips, 30 leg swings, so 15 on each side, big long swings backwards and forwards, 20 lunges, and then 10 plank into downward dogs. Okay, so just cycle through that, nice and steady, 50-60% effort for 5 minutes. Then we've got a 3-part session. So today's going to be really jam-packed. It's important that you are ready, prepared, and you kind of know what's going to happen in the class so that we can just crack on. Okay, I think there's like 6 spare minutes of time in this session. So part A, you're going to have 10 minutes on the clock to complete as many complexes as you can of the following. Now, depending on what weights you have, whether it's a kettlebell or a dumbbell, depending on how heavy it is, will depend how spicy or cardio this ends up being for you. You can do it with a barbell if you would like, if you have access to a bar at home, but I would keep it on the lighter side. So I'd probably say 30, 40, 20, 30 kilos, something along those lines, but no heavier than that. So say, for example, I've got my kettlebell, the complex. So if you've got a single arm movement, you can do a complex on each side and then rest. Using a barbell, you'll do one complex and then rest. So it'll be 1 clean from the floor, so power clean, push press, overhead. After the push press, you're going to do an overhead squat. Now, I suck at these. That's a bad one. Okay, so if you really struggle, I mean, that was almost accessible. If you really struggle, instead of the overhead squat, we're going to go into a front squat instead with that weight. Okay, and then you're going to go for a snatch, and then another overhead squat, or front squat, if you really struggle. Okay, so just to repeat, 1 complex is clean, push press, overhead squat, or front squat, snatch, and another overhead squat, or your front squat on each side. And then you're going to rest for 30 seconds, and then do it again. So you've got 10 minutes to do as many complexes as you can, bearing in mind you're going to rest 30 seconds in between complexes. Now, if your weight is really light for you, then we can reduce that rest and just keep you moving over that 10 minutes. After we finish that, so 10 minutes on the clock, you have a 3-minute rest and a chance to set up and get ready for part B. Part B is a 10-minute AMRAP, ascending rep scheme of squat cleans with your weight and toes to bar or prone leg raises. So laying on the floor and raising your feet up and then back again. And I'll give you some variations for that. So you're going to start with 1 of each, 2 of each, 3 of each, 4 of each, 5 of each, and so on, as far up that ladder as you can get in 10 minutes. So with a squat clean, if we've got a single item, you can either have the weight in the middle, in between your legs, do your squat clean and stand tall, or you can have it on the outside, squat clean and stand tall, totally up to you. Now with the prone leg raises, you're going to lay on the floor. Now you can have a weight above your head on the floor that you can hold on to help anchor you down, or you can hold on to the edge, bottom edge of a couch or a chair or something to help weight your upper half down. But what we want to try to accomplish is, I know it's a little bit cramped in the screen here, but if I'm holding on to a weight above my head, I want to keep my legs straight, try to touch the floor above my head and bring my legs down. So we're simulating kind of a strict toes to bar as best as humanly possible. Then you're going to have a 5-minute rest, and then we're going to do an 18-minute EMOM. We have 3 movements to do over that EMOM, but this is going to be 30 seconds of work and 30 seconds of rest in every minute. So you do 30 seconds of double unders, or single skips, or double under attempts. Then you're going to rest for 30 seconds. The next one will be 30 seconds of a wall sit hold. So find a bit of wall, and you're going to sit in that 90-degree angle. Obviously, my back would be against the wall. 90-degree angle with those legs, palms up on your thighs, so you're not cheating. You're going to hold that for 30 seconds, and then 30 seconds of rest. And then 30 seconds of mountain climbers, 30 seconds of rest. And we're going to go through that for 18 minutes. So we have a really varied, very jam-packed session today. Be prepared for A, knowing the complex, B, knowing what item of weight you're going to use, and C, just having a plan for how you're going to do your leg raises and making sure that you've got space, maybe a bit of wall. If you don't have a bit of wall, have you got something you can lean against, like a sofa that won't move, etc. Okay, so just a little bit of thinking and planning in advance, but if we do that, this is going to be a really jam-packed session. You guys are going to get loads from it. So have fun.